But like, what am I seriously concerned about? Being that they're kind of pushing preteen, it's watching hardcore pornography on an iPad. That's endlessly more impactful on their psyche
That is a
than
good point.
maybe you went to the library and saw a gay book where it's like cartoon characters.
First off, they should not be portraying gay cartoons to our children. And I do agree, pornography should not be accessed easily by adults or children. You know, it brings pedophilia, it brings sexual lust. Um, and when that lust is fully birthed, it brings forth sin, right? And I can see he's probably a homosexual, and that's the reason why it's okay for them to put homosexual cartoons and feed it to children. That's not right, okay? Regardless if you're a homosexual or not, kids should not be worried about uh, who they want to have sex with, okay? That's an adult decision.
I mean, I think the porn issue does have to be solved because we've never lived in a world like this where I can within 30 seconds I can have whatever fantasy or nightmare I could ever conceivably imagine just immediately accessible
What
to
would be a
me.
reasonable approach towards, stopping the spread of porn or whatever that our society could actually take
I
part in?
think it could come hand in hand with legalizing prostitution.
So you want to stop porn and legalize prostitution. Okay, so it's like the white man is trying to make money off of marijuana now, right? So what happened to all the prisoners in jail who's serving sentences for marijuana, right? Now you want to prostitute, you want to legalize prostitution and prostitute and whore out our women and cause more diseases to be spread by legalizing prostitution, right? But you want to cut off porn, right? So you don't want to access porn in 30 seconds by typing it in the internet, but access a woman in about 30 minutes by legalizing prostitution. Which was worse? Like, you're a hypocrite. You're talking about porn, but you want to legalize prostitution. Bro, this needs to stop all around. The lusting and the whoremongering needs to stop. Our women don't need to be looking forward to being future whores, but being wives, okay? The whole point of stopping pornography is to stop the whoring, right? It's too much whoring. You go on the internet and every woman is half naked or shaking their butt. And the kids are watching this. And what do you think they're doing? Following behind the leader. It needs to stop, man. You want to gift people into creating them to be whores, right? You get a job if you become a whore and you might get paid great money, right? No, man.
And so whenever you hear Christians talk about porn, they get it completely wrong. They basically say things like it inspires rapists, it makes people want to go out and have extramarital affairs. It does the exact opposite. In fact, it's a sex substitute. You watch porn because you're not having sex. If anything, it's going to reduce rape or
It
extramarital
actually, studies
affairs.
show that it does reduce sexual assault. I don't know if it reduces the amount of sex, but when it comes to violent sexual crime, sexual assault in countries that legalize things like prostitution, those numbers tend to come down.
Right. And look, what is the big problem right now? When I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was teenage pregnancy. They're having sex at school. Like, what are we going to do about it? What is the issue now?
Sexlessness, yeah.
Loneliness.
Mm.
And those numbers for
No
teenage pregnancies and
friends,
stuff have
even.
fallen
Remember
like pretty
teen
significantly.
pregnancy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
They
No
used to
one's
talk about
Remember
that all the fucking time. Never hear
16
about
and
it.
pregnant?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
right after school special stuff. That's not the issue now. So whether you can prove it or not, there's this major coincidence between ubiquity of porn and sexlessness. It's this grand irony that I don't think we've fully comprehended.